So we got this. Well dressed in the team so fly. It's Redway, the rapper guy.
God knows that I do anything for the part two. Be praying for the day you come back to me.
BT was mine.
Yeah,
Rapping BT, and then my older brother, he used to play a lot of, like I said, he used to play a lot of Ice Cube, Jay-Z, and whatnot. So for me, East Coast is really what inspired me to want to get into hip hop and really try and make this a career for myself.
We ain't there yet, we ain't there yet, we ain't there yet. So we do it like close enough.
Smoking big weed, Canada. Fuck.
Canadian nigga said.
But yeah, anyway, we out here, man. Redway on the camera.
Redway is a loud, outgoing, no filter, crazy, seen it all, done most of it type of guy. The Boulevard stands for the belief, leading visions, and dreams. Between the people that came along in my life at that point, they really just helped me put that all together, and that's how I understood the concept for the belief, leading visions, and dreams.
Team is vital.
Team is very vital, you know, it's very vital. Right now I got a small team, it's like 4 or 5 of us.
The Boulevard is more than just some creative team or some group of guys who just rep something so make it sound cool. And like, nah, man, we're not no damn clique. So that's really belief, leading visions, and dreams. Those are people that have literally stuck with me and rocked with me since shit was so rocky. It's like, yo, should I rock with this guy still? Like, it's not looking too up for you, homie. Those are the people that stuck with me and rocked me. The Boulevard is about making sure that the guys that are all with me and the females have a route to success. I want everybody to be able to have their own entities and shit like that. You just gotta, if I knew that the brand was so important when I was 18, 19, believe me, I would have been on. But I didn't know that. I didn't take the time to know that. I was ignorant, I was young, I was stubborn. Nobody could tell me nothing. I just knew. But like I said, experiences, letdowns. I travel to New York a lot because the inspiration of New York City is the grind. There is no let-ups when you are in New York, no excuse. LA makes you want to, it makes you desire to live the life. New York helps you appreciate the grind on your way to that life.
Kind of music scene, would we say Toronto is as big now, you know, thanks to Drake and some of these other artists, or was it kind of there in their space, everybody else is kind of at the bottom, or? I mean, we've always had our own sound, like, you know, Maestro Fresh West was the first guy to blow Let Your Backbone Slide, and then we had Cardinal and Fish out and stuff, but I would say, yeah, Drake is definitely the one who drop-kicked the door, like, wide open, and that's when people started to say, like, yo, where is this sound coming from? Like, where's this new oomph coming from that's in hip-hop right now? And everybody just said, like, you know, let's go to Toronto. But we definitely have a lot of I can honestly say we probably have some of the most talented artists that I've come across. Like, they just sound so different, but we're from Toronto, and nobody ever really wants to, I'll just be honest with you, nobody ever wants to co-sign that. Like, nobody wants to be able to say, like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Toronto, and I'm gonna pick up this artist, I'm gonna put him out there, and I'm gonna make sure that he's the next it. Because it's like, it's risky. It's from Toronto, like, you don't know how New York or San Francisco, LA, you don't know how these people are gonna take to him. So I feel like everybody with Toronto is just a real gamble. That's how they really look at the artists over there. So I feel like that's why it's kind of like a little harder for us to get out there. For sure. Like I said, as long as you work hard and you're hot, then you should make noise.
Happy birthday to you.
Everyone stop singing.
Happy birthday, dear
Wonder Girl.
Happy birthday to you.
Man, yo, that shit. working with Wonder Girl on Years Ahead meant that we were really about to change the face of this Toronto hip-hop shit. We were gonna be one of the contributors to Toronto's music scene and the world's music scene. I feel like when me and Wonder Girl started working on that project, yo, there was no Jay-Z placement. There was no Travis Scott placement. It was just Wonder Girl, the 15-year-old kid who could make beats with nasty ass snares and our bass. So when we started working on that shit, there was no, this is the fucked up filter, and I want to make sure everybody gets this cleared up. There was never no Wonder Girl produced for Jay-Z, now Redway hops on and he hopes, like, nah, we were rocking with that shit 2 years prior to the Jay-Z placement, a year prior to the Travis Scott placement. She was on Live Free. She wanted to do the whole of Live Free, but I was just like, nah, I don't know if you're ready for that. Then I seen the reception of how much people love progression, and I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Let's sit and see if we can build something. And like I said, I've always watched Jigga, Biggie, Drake, for example, too. You gotta sit with somebody, like you gotta sit with a producer and build a sound. Jay-Z was sitting with Timbo, was sitting with Pharrell, was sitting with Just Blaze, and he was building greatness with these people. He was actually sitting and building this shit. Me and Wonder Girl actually sat and built this. That's why there's so much value in it. That's why there's so much potency in the music. That's why the production is slapping like that. That's why the concepts are so fucking tight. Because throughout working on that project, there was about 50 things that tried to stop us from working on that project. So as we were going through that, every speed bump, every roadblock, we somehow, I don't even know how we did it, yo. Thinking about it right now, I don't even know how we did it, but we got around a lot of bullshit and really were able to just do us and creatively and musically just build a project that we know is gonna be the next sound of the dot. That's what I'm doing. That's what this whole shit is about. Toronto's a new coast, yo. Like you have East Coast, you have West Coast, you have the South, and now you have the North. I remember coming up, and me and Dukes were shooting videos with fucking camcorders and shit, making sure we have discs, making sure we have enough disc space and shit to film, putting that shit on. I mean, putting that shit on the internet. Niggas fucking with it. At first, niggas was hating, of course, because we were hot. Like we were just always a hot combo. You can't deny the shit that we've done. You can't deny the growth that we've made. Like, people that have seen Ain't Got Nothing on Me video, Never Change, Redway Never Change videos, they're probably off YouTube now, but those videos, shooting those videos in Finch, fucking fast forward to now On Fire, like that's growth, dog. That is growth. That is the definition of growth. And I feel like a lot of people try and underplay that.
Why you ain't about shit? Why you act so waste? You ain't about shit.
Growth, dedication, persistence. So much doubt, it's literally eating you alive to the point you have to stay alive by not doubting. Like, that's the type of shit that pushed me over the top with wanting this shit. Yo. That's the type of shit that made me desire this. Like, telling my mom, like, yo, can you help me buy a microphone? And she's telling me, like, I'm losing my mind. What's next for Redway is greatness. A lot of people may say this. A lot of people may, you know what I mean, put these little perceptions on themselves where one day I'll be great if this. I'm gonna be great, period.
Bitch, bow right down. Bow right down. There's a new king running this city, motherfucker, you should bow right down. Bow right down. Bow right down. There's a new king running this city, motherfucker, you should bow right now.